Hi everybody, it's Melissa Thomas with C2C Stamping, and happy Tuesday night. Sorry that all of that is such a huge mess back there, but such is life. If you're watching this later on YouTube, thanks so much for tuning in. I'm gonna flip us down and then I'm gonna make sure that we're all here and so I can see your comments. If you're here, say hello. I'd love to say hi. And I'm gonna actually show you guys first some projects we made in our monthly class this month. So hang on one sec, okay? All right, so these are some of the projects that we made this month with the really cool, amazing silhouettes stamp set and dies. If you didn't join us, join us. Next month, we're going to be featuring Cactus Cuties, which is a fun stamp set. You get the stamp set as part of the class fee. And then you can add on like the punch or the dies. And the class fee is $35, and it always includes the stamp set. So next month will be Cactus Cuties, and March will be Easter Friends, I think is what it's called. Let me see. It's that one with the cute, here. This one that has the cute little bunny and the little ducky and stuff. So, so let me make sure that I can see us. Yeah, there we are. Okay, so we always do 3 cards in a 3D. And so we had some fun with the butterfly and of course stamped our envelope. And then we did just kind of the solo piece. I really like this stamp set because of the edges and the imperfections and stuff. I think it looks really cool. Kind of looks like we pressed, a like a flower or something. And then the dies are really neat, and I'll show you those because the letters are cool. These are our new little treat boxes that we have. And with this one, it's kind of hard to tell, but we did it in the shimmery vellum. And so hopefully you can see the kind of the shine on that. And then we heat embossed with clear on top, which is kind of fun. It's a good way to seal in. These boxes, although they are stampable, they have a slight coating on them. And so it takes a while for things to dry, but one way you can kind of speed that up is by sealing it in with some clear embossing powder. So we did that, and I really like how shiny it came out. These treat boxes are perfect because they hold 2 of these cute little Ghirardelli chocolates that are out for Valentine's Day. So you could probably squeeze a 3rd one in, but I also like it. Sherry was in my class today and she's like, oh, that's perfect for gift cards too. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's the perfect size. Like, a gift card will fit perfect in there. So yeah, so cute box. And then the last one we made was with the Stamparatus. And with that one, we used sponge daubers and we inked it up, stamped it, cleaned it, inked it, stamped it, and went kind of on up that way. So that was a really fun card to make. The dies for this set are really cool because they are just words. So you have thanks, and you have the skinny and kind of the fatter piece, and then you have the you are amazing in the skinny, and then kind of the thicker. So then you're able to layer them. If you use the adhesive sheets, then it's like a snap to layer those pieces. And then this was, I used a adhesive sheet on the back of it, and it worked out perfect. So yeah, so that is what we did this month. I'm hoping you'll join us next month for Cactus Cuties. The other thing we have next month is the class for the All Together set. So we have bingo on Friday, February 18th. For many people, that's like a 3-4 day weekend, and so I'm hoping you'll join me. The other thing I featured in that class was the Special Moments stamp set that has all the sentiments on it. And this is a really wonderful stamp set, and it's free with a $50 order. So if that's something that you're interested in, please let me know. Because I'd be happy to help you get this set for free when you place a $50 order. I still have a host code going, and I will actually really quick because I don't have it memorized. But during celebration this month, I am drawing a winner to win the stamp set I'm going to show. But you can also earn the stamp set I'm going to show by hosting a party or placing a $300 order, which is a lot, I think, for one person. But I think for someone who is, you know, like if you're going to be, you know, getting some friends together, then I don't think it's that outrageous, you know, of an idea. All right, so the hostess code that we have running right now is HD3TTU. Okay, so the hostess code we have running right now is S2HD3TTU. This runs through the end of January. At that point, I will close that hostess code, and then I will draw one person who has placed an order on that hostess code to win a stamp set called Calming Camellia. So Calming Camellia is a stamp set that is free with a $300 order, but a lot of people aren't, they're not placing a $300 order. But what I wanted to show you was the really cool page in the celebration catalog and kind of what they were doing in here. So this is the set, it's towards the back. It's a host set. So what's cool is that normally our hostess sets are just a reduced price, but in this case, it's absolutely free. So you don't have to pay anything for it, which is kind of cool. And I really liked kind of what they were doing over here. I thought this was really neat. And then I looked over here and I really liked what they were doing over here. And I noticed that it's a lot of monochromatic looks, right? They're all monochromatic looks, which is one reason probably why I liked it. But I wanted to show you what they did here. And then I also wanted to show you how they're doing this as well. So I'm going to show you both of those techniques. And we'll kind of take a look. I'm not 100% sure. They must have colored some twine because I'm pretty sure we don't have Mango Melody twine right now, but I'm going to figure that part out. Don't you worry, I always do. Now, the only other thing I need to do is I need to trim one thing, and then I'll post the finished cards up on my page so you can see those later. If you're here, say hello. I know I'm coming on early tonight. I'm really tired, and so I need to be able to go to bed at some point tonight. Just really tired. All right, I'm actually going to, I have this at 4 inches, and I'm actually going to trim it down just a little bit more because I see in their sample that these pieces are a little bit bigger than that. So I'm going to just trim off, maybe I'll go 3.5. Okay, this is a piece of the new vellum in the mini catalog that I do not remember the name, but I can look up really quickly. The Layering Designs vellum. So there's a bunch of different patterns, and the way that they achieved this look was they started with a Mango Melody base, and they layered Mango Melody pieces up on dimensionals. So we'll end up popping these up. I made mine 1 inch by 4, and I think I can fit, should be able to fit, yeah, I should be able to fit 5 of them, pretty close. So they'll look, you know, almost like they're, you know, right together. But once they're lifted, we'll get a little bit of height. And then I'm gonna layer this piece on top, but not before we stamp this really fun flower. So let's open this up. Now this is a distinctive stamp set. So that means that when you look at it, it has some very fine definitional pieces here. And so you can see a little bit of difference. But what that gives is it gives depth to the stamped image without having to do a lot of excess work, which is really nice. Got my big block. I've got my Mango Melody. Let's make this happen. I probably need a piece of grid paper underneath me there because I have a feeling I'm going to make a big mess. So let me grab that. just didn't want to put a whole bunch of stuff under there. All right, so we're gonna stamp that on that vellum. Ooh, that's pretty. Wow. That turned out even prettier than I could imagine. All right, so I'm gonna stamp it a couple times, and I'm gonna stamp it in a couple different ways so that I can get different pieces of it. So like this one, I kind of want like the stem part. Nice. That's a beautiful stamp. No wonder everybody who stamps it loves it. Okay, so that's 3 stamps on there, which I think is really nice. And I think you can see all the definition, and you can see kind of those cool edges. So it's very much like the silhouette, the Amazing Silhouette stamp, because it's got all those really cool edges on it. So we're gonna set that aside and let that dry. But basically it's gonna be that, you know, layered on top. And what's cool about it is by layering the white on top of this, then you're able to really see that, and you're able to see all that definition, and you can see the white as well. So that's pretty. It's gonna be a really, really nice card. All right. Oh, that is such a pretty design. All right. I make lots of messes here. That's okay. All right. So let's clean that, and then we're gonna do the other technique really quick. Where's my, chamois. The chamois has a lot of color on it today, but it's just gonna get some more. All right, I'll flip that guy over. And then if I'm feeling good, I might, hey, Ann, yay, I'm doing okay. Thanks, Ann. Thanks for sharing, Ann. I appreciate that. So hopefully we get that clean. Yeah, that looks pretty good. All right, so the next one, I'm gonna bring some soft succulent in, and I'm gonna stamp in Evening Evergreen. And I'm just gonna stamp a few times. Kind of the same idea, right? I'm gonna bring in, just gonna stamp in the upper portion. And if I wanted to, I could bring in that other piece that has kind of a, it's pretty. It's like a little leaf design, but I'm not going to. But I might stamp, you know, like the bottom of this. I like that. Yeah. There. Okay. But what I want to do, although it has a lot of it's got a lot of contrast already. What I'd like to do is come in with a little bit of white, and I'm going to use my Whisper White, and you can use your re-inker for this. You can also just kind of squeeze it a little bit. Now, you can apply this using your blender pen, or you can use like an aqua painter. But I'm just gonna come in and apply some white, some of the Whisper White craft ink. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna give me even more contrast here on these pieces. And so the idea here is that you're creating these really pretty white blossoms on a darker, background. And that's, in order to create that contrast, that is all that they did in the catalog. And so it's kind of cool to see how that was done just by adding a little bit of the white crafting. And I'm going to keep it on the flowers. I'm not going to put it on on anything else. But so you can see, hopefully, a difference between the ones we added a little touch of white to and the ones we didn't. So it's a cool technique. So then I'll go through. I need to probably squeeze my stamp pad again. And so you just give it a good squeeze. And then I like to just use that as my palette for the white. And you will pick up a little bit of the evening evergreen by doing this, but it's not going to be enough to like make the inside of your stamp case dirty or anything. I feel like this one now is dedicated to white crafting. So white crafting doesn't dry super fast, so that's good. Oh, it's really, really white there. It's a very white piece there. And you just want to make sure you're, following the lines of the flower, right? The artists at Stampin' Up already have done a lot of work to make these flowers look so beautiful. And so we don't have to do, much else to, to make this look beautiful. Yeah, just a little bit there, maybe a little bit down here. Nice. Okay. So there. So now we've got a really nice kind of, good contrast between the darks and the lights. So we'll transform this into a really pretty card, mount it on here, and put some embellishments, and then I'll take a picture of it later for you guys so you can see kind of what we worked on. All right, and then the last technique I wanted to show, because I think a lot of people, maybe haven't played with this lately, or they might be, wondering. All right, make sure I get that nice and clean because that was a really dark color. I like evening evergreen, but that is dark. Okay, good. So the last one I want to do, I'm actually going to get a couple of baby wipes out, and I'm going to do the baby wipe technique. And I kind of want to see, so this is definitely not going to be a monochromatic card, but that's okay. So what we're going to do is I like to take kind of 2 baby wipes. I use this like old plastic case for my cleaner, and then I like to kind of use this for the baby wipe technique too, because it's a good container to kind of, catch the mess. And I'm going to use, I think I have a piece of shimmery white. Do I have a piece of shimmery white cut? No. Let me see what I have a piece cut of. Oh, I do have this. Oh, yeah, let's do it on this. Okay, I'm going to do it on this piece of, this is the wood grain from Heart and Home. We're going to do it on this. And what I decided for this one was I wanted to do some really soft colors. And I'm going to do random. So I'm just like kind of dropping a few colors. So that's mint macaron. I'm doing all soft colors. And then soft sea foam. So I'm going to do a couple drops of soft sea foam. And then, so it's like you're making your own ink pad, right? And then we're going to do, this is some petal pink, which looks a little bizarre out of the re-inker, but it's cute. And then some pool party. And then I just got some fresh freesia re-inker, and so I think I'm going to add that in here too. I just have to grab it. I think the purple will be fun. I'm going to be a little more pointed with this because I want it to fill in some gaps. Okay, so I have not done this. I always like to do fun things with you live. So I haven't done this with this particular stamp. I have no idea if this is going to turn out. Let's find out. Who knows, right? You only find out by trying. Ooh. Okay, that's really soft and pretty. That's really, really soft. Which I don't mind. That's very soft. I mean, they are pastels, you know. I mean, it's a very light effect, yeah? But it's beautiful. But it's very different. That's cool. That looks nice. I might add a little bit of re-inker, right? And even though it looks completely wild here, right? But I might I don't want to make it too muddy. Because I'm sure if you mix all these colors together too much, right, you might get mud. But I think I'd like to put a little bit more down. So, hi Elena, hi Lynn. You were just making messes today. It's okay, no big deal. All right, so we are playing with the Calming Camellia stamp set, which is a fun set. It is a free stamp set with a $300 order, which is a lot. But if you place an order on the hostess code, I'm doing a giveaway. I also have 2 fun classes coming up next month, and so I just wanted to kind of make sure everybody knew about bingo. And I'm also going to host Cactus Cuties will be my class next month. I don't know if this is going to come up, but we're going to find out. Yeah, I kind of like it, but it has a real vintage vibe. So I think I'll be really careful about what I put with it, but I think I could do some twine and yeah, I think I'm going to keep this flower as the focus because this was the first one and the brightest one, and I might put a sentiment or something over here, or maybe up here kind of towards the top. I don't know. I'll make it into something beautiful, but that's definitely an adventure. And then, when you're done with your wipies, then you're just going to lift them up and toss them. And hopefully you put them on a silicone craft mat or something else that isn't going to make, a huge mess in your, this, I know, Julie, I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah, Cactus Cuties is going to be awesome. So Cactus Cuties is my February class. And then my March class is going to be the Easter Friends, which I'm really excited about. They're so cute. Oh, they're so cute. And then for bingo, we're going to play with a really cool Here Together set, which has some really cool dies. And even if you don't have these sentiments, the projects are still going to work really well. And I'm hoping that it'll get you excited about the Here Together set, because it's a beautiful set with a lot of meaning, and it's messages that we all need to hear. You matter. I'm here for you. This is all, these are all messages that we all really need to hear. So that's bingo. That's February 18th. And then card classes are always the last week of the month. I'm offering several different opportunities, one here in Dripping Springs, one in Austin, and one on Zoom. And then, and then the Calming Camellias, the hostess code for right now for this month is S2HD3TTU. That's a U. And if you want this later, I'll definitely be putting it back in the newsletter. I need to send another newsletter. But we were just kind of playing with the Calming Camellia because it's a beautiful set. And I wanted to show kind of different ways that you could play with it. So one of the ones that we stamped tonight was we did some evening evergreen on soft succulent, and then we added a little bit of white craft ink. So we just took some of this and added it with our blend pen. And then the other one that I'm gonna finish is, it's all in pieces, but it's because it needs to dry. We stamped on the vellum. We have this new Layering Designs vellum, and these camellias just look gorgeous on them. So I've got all these little pieces, and it's all gonna layer up and make a really cute card. And this is with Mango Melody, which is really bright and fun. So yeah, this is a fun stamp. It stamps beautifully. And I think the sentiments are really great. They're sentiments that we need, and sentiments that will come in handy when you send some happy mail. So thanks for joining. I appreciate everybody. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish kind of putting these cards together, and then I'll post them later. And for now, I'm gonna go rest because I'm tired, and I'm not normally this tired on a Wednesday, but I'm so tired that when I went to pick Marianne up from school, I got there early and decided to kick back my chair and take a nap in the car, which I never do. So hopefully I'm not sick, and I'm hoping I'm just tired. And you know, I used to take naps on Wednesdays. You know, Wednesdays were my nap days. So thanks for joining, everybody. I appreciate it, and I hope that everyone's having a good week. We are well underway with Girl Scout cookie sales, so things have been a little busy here, but it's okay. And this is one of those stamps that you're really going to have to, you know, get in there, and at some point I might end up just rinsing it off. I find that with the distinctive sets, sometimes getting into those grooves, you know, is hard. So sometimes I just take the whole thing to the sink and rinse it off because it's easier than trying to, you know, manipulate it. But all right, well, thanks for joining, and I hope everyone has a good night, and can't wait to show you the finished creations with this set. Yeah, we'll keep doing our little parade of celebration items next week. Every week we're going to do a different set in the celebration catalog. I think what I've got left is the Catching Butterflies, the little girl with the butterflies. I need to do that. I need to do Island Vibes because I haven't done Island Vibes. That's a fun set. I'll do that probably closer to going to Charleston, so I can get in my Charleston mojo. And then I haven't done the otters yet, and I'm really excited about the otters. So, and then Friendly Hello, I also have not shown you guys and haven't played with that with you. So we'll be doing some of that too. So I've got it all laid out for the next month. I cannot believe next week will be February. And yeah, we're full in birthday mode over here too. Jonathan's birthday was this week, and Marianne's is next week. So, you know, there's lots of crafting happening here. So, thanks so much, y'all. I will see you later. Okay. Let me see if I can fill this up without getting anyone sick. Let's see, and there we go. Bye, guys. See you later. Have a great day.